What is up, everyone? It's Paul here, and thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Nintendo Switch games to buy before they become rare and expensive. And the first game that we're going to start this list off with is Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. And this game, if you collect Nintendo Switch games or you go out hunting for Nintendo Switch games often, you've probably noticed you really don't find this one out in the wild. The only place I could find this game in my town was at the local Best Buy, and they probably had maybe 2 or 3 copies of it. So if you like the Ace Attorney games, I would definitely recommend grabbing yourself a physical copy of this one before it's too late, because I think this one didn't get a big print run, and I think it will definitely possibly go up in price and become more rare later on down the line. And for those who don't know what these games are, they're basically interactive visual novels where you play as an attorney and you have to present case evidence and stuff like that to prove your client's innocent. And I haven't played this trilogy yet, but I did play some of the great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and I really did like that one. So figured I might as well cop this one. Next up is Rhapsody Moral Kingdom Chronicles, and this is an NIS America release. And this physical release does include a reversible cover, a mini art book, and also a reversible poster that has both games for the poster, because this game is actually a double collection. It features Rhapsody 2 and 3. And these are turn-based RPGs that I hear are kind of on the cozy side. I hear they're not the most difficult, but that they do feature some pretty good stories. I have not played these yet, as this is a recent pickup for me. And I actually picked this one off, 50% off at GameStop. But I've noticed a trend with a lot of these more niche RPGs is that GameStop will kind of clearance them out or put them on a good discount. And then after that, when you don't find them in retail anymore, the prices go back up to full price or even past that. So this is a pretty niche RPG double pack that I will definitely predict will become more rare and expensive in the future. Shout out to my bro, Rad Bash Gaming, for talking about this awesome game, Broforce, on a collab video that he did for my channel. Because if he hadn't talked about it, I would have probably not even known about this game. And this game is an awesome 2D side-scrolling run and gun shoot 'em up. It's a lot of fun. And the deluxe edition that I have here has all the DLC on the cartridge, just as the standard version does. And it also comes with a booklet that has a comic inside and also has character artwork portraits for all the playable characters in this game. So this game, as I said, is a run and gun 2D shoot 'em up side scroller, but you get to play as classic movie characters, so like Indiana Jones, RoboCop, the Terminator, but they all have bro in their name, so it'll be like Brobocop, Indiana Brones, stuff like that. Rambro, like Rambo, really. But yeah, this game is a lot of fun. It's a pixel gory mess. It's non-stop action. It provides a great challenge, up to 4-player co-op. And the reason why I think this physical edition will definitely hold its value or become more rare and expensive is because it's really not being stocked at all in the stores. I pre-ordered this from GameStop, and it was literally the only copy they got in, and they didn't even get it on release date, but that was all right. It's whatever. I'm glad to have it. But this game also has all the DLC on the cartridge, and I don't think that this one is going to get a huge print run. So if you're interested in the physical edition of this classic 2D side-scrolling run-and-gun shoot-'em up, I definitely recommend hopping on it sooner than later. Now, the next game on this list is one that I have talked about in a previous video, but I'm going to mention it again because Octopath Traveler has been in the news for being delisted from the US eShop, and that's only because Square wanted to pick the publishing rights back up from Nintendo, as this is their game, so I think it will be relisted. But with this game making headlines, I think that more people will be looking to buy physical copies of this game. So I think it will definitely retain its value and possibly go up in value even more because of that, because it gets a little popularity boost. But this game is the first HD 2D game that Team Asano made for Square Enix. It features that classic kind of turn-based combat job system, and this is one of the big heavy hitter RPGs that was out early in the Nintendo Switch life cycle. So if you're looking to collect the Square Enix RPGs or just some of the big heavy hitter RPGs for the Switch, this is definitely one that you do not want to miss. Another double pack on this list, Kenoa Fantasy Revery series. And this game features two classic 2D, 3D platformers that have never been released physically in the US. As you can see, I have the Peggy copy here. But if you want this one, you'll have to buy it online unless you have some kind of local retailer like a mom and pop store that might have copies of this one. But I definitely feel like this one will become more rare and expensive in the future because the Klonoa games just have a history of becoming kind of expensive games, and also because this is an import release. We didn't get a physical here in the US. And these games look like a lot of fun. Haven't played them yet. New pickup of mine as well, but they look really colorful. They look really fun and vibrant. And I've heard a lot of good stuff about these platformers. So I'm definitely looking forward to diving into the Klonoa series of games. Another game that I talked about in a previous video that I want to mention again is Blue Reflection Second Light. And the reason why I want to mention this one again is because when I originally talked about this game, it was going for like 30 bucks, and I've noticed that now most listings of this game are selling it for full price, $60. And also, I believe this game is out of print. I don't think you're really going to find this at many retailers out there unless you're lucky enough to find one that still does have some new copies out there. But the first Blue Reflection game was also a game that got pretty expensive at times. I know, I'm not sure what it goes for now, but I know that this series of games has definitely at least held its value. And this is a kind of cozy, kind of a hidden gem JRPG. Honestly, it has a really cozy vibe to it, really chill, good music. It's story driven, has a great combat system, and a heavy emphasis on the crafting mechanic. So I definitely recommend you pick up Blue Reflection Second Light before it becomes more rare and expensive. The next game that I want to talk about is one that isn't currently out yet at the time of recording this video, and that game is Unicorn Overlord by Vanillaware and Atlas. And if you look at some of the past Vanillaware Atlas titles like Muramasa the Demon Blade and Odin Sphere, a lot of those games have either held their value or went way up in value. So I definitely think that Unicorn Overlord for the Nintendo Switch, the physical copy, will definitely hold its value and possibly even become a expensive, sought after Switch game in the future. And this game is a tactical strategy RPG that is already getting rave reviews and hype online just from the demo that's out on the eShop right now that you can play. By the time some of you are watching this video, this game will already be out as it comes out on the 8th of March. And I definitely need to get around to playing the demo myself to see if I like the gameplay, because I definitely do like Vanillaware's graphical art style, and Atlas puts out a lot of great games. I mean, Atlas is just a publisher, really. Vanillaware's the developer. But those are my 7 Nintendo Switch games that I recommend to you all to buy before they become rare and expensive. I'm sorry if I sound like crap in this video. I have a bad cold and don't even have taste or smell right now, so hopefully I recover from this soon so I can get around to being more productive. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. If you're not already subscribed, check out the channel for more awesome Nintendo Switch content. And until the next video, peace.